What is up, Watch Fan? Happy Friday, and welcome to this week's episode of Liquor Run. I am Christian from Theo and Harris. Rolly. So today we're going to be talking about John Legend's watch collection. And really it starts quite a bit of conversation. The collection itself is, it's nice, it's very expensive. Really the conversation here is regarding, his partnership with the purveyor of his collection. John Legend is a superstar, just this mega important person. And I think that the brand, who we'll find out in a second, that has partnered with him and sponsored everything, is falling very, very short. John Legend is a superstar. You're already paying him. Make it work for you.
Right.
And they're not.
Week 2, the Panerai Radio Mirror.
Yeah, love the watch.
Love the watch, love the strap. And I may even trade this guy out.
I know, you've got your eye on something that we really love.
Yes.
A watch, a German watch, that you've been a fan of for a couple of years.
Yes.
And we just haven't bought yet.
Yeah.
We'll see.
We'll see.
It's a little teaser.
Stay tuned.
I'm wearing a Cartier Tank American. I love Cartier, huge fan. I love old man's watches. If you don't think that you could wear a gold watch or a small watch, watch the video we've linked down below. So today we're talking about John Legend and a bottle of what, Dad?
Faustino Rioja. The wine keeps going.
Yeah, I love it. It's light. It's $9.
Yep.
Where's it from?
From Spain.
It's
from the heart of Spain, close to Navarra.
And you would describe it in taste as light?
I would consider it like a medium-bodied wine,
Yeah.
a modest tannin.
Yeah.
And this is a young wine. It's a 2017, so it's a perfect, just a simple quaff wine. And $9 doesn't break the bank.
No.
And it's hard to find a $9 bottle of wine as good as this from America.
So check it out. Okay, John Legend. You love John Legend.
I do. I love his music. I love his talent, his voice.
It's just so funny that you like John Legend.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
No, he's great. He's a great artist.
You wouldn't look at me and say, "Well, this guy's a John Legend fan."
No!
Right.
And tell the fans why you're a John Legend fan. Because of the voice, right?
It's the voice, and it's also his piano. He's a.
We should take it slow. We're just ordinary people. We don't know which way to go.
Oh, that's what you meant. The voice. The voice, not his voice. Yeah.
So, Rolly only watches like the news, The Voice, or The Bachelor.
That's right. Big Bachelor fan. Can't wait.
My dad's he's from Brooklyn. He's a tough guy. He's a nice guy. He's a tough guy. I don't understand how of all the TV shows to get into, he's gotten into like the most you're a house mom. So one of the hosts of The Voice is John Legend, and rightfully so. Wonderful artist. John Legend is a huge watch guy, or at least has a huge watch game. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed this on
I have, but I haven't noticed closely enough.
And on The Voice, you also have Adam Levine.
Yes, that dude just got another serious watch collection.
You called me down one time.
Yeah.
You were like, "Oh, look at this." He's wearing a white gold Rolex Stella, like a Tiffany blue dial. Remember that?
Yes.
Adam Levine is an aces watch collector. But John Legend, his entire collection is one brand. Do you know what brand it is?
No.
Audemars Piguet.
He's an AP guy.
Everything. So I didn't know this. I thought I had seen him wearing a rose gold Nautilus at one point, 5711.
Right.
But now in doing research, every time I see him, it's with a new AP, a different AP. Almost always a Royal Oak. So his collection is definitely Royal Oak heavy.
Mm-hmm. And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's a great watch. It's one of the most important watches ever.
Yeah.
Made an entire video about it. I mean, the Royal Oak changed watches kind of period. It saved luxury watches,
right,
in many ways. But it doesn't end there. He does go into other APs, and there are two that I think are worth noting. One, Audemars Piguet actually made a watch in collaboration with John Legend. It's a millenary. Its dial is based off of kind of the design of a piano. There were a couple hundred made, and maybe 300, but only one had his signature on it.
Right.
And it was for charity, which I definitely do give it to him. What do you think about the watch? It's kind of cool.
I do like it.
It's funky.
Yeah, it's funky, yeah.
And finally, John Legend attended Audemars Piguet's Code 1159 launch event. That's their brand new watch line. They were trying to put some marketing dollars behind it. You see John Legend quite often, right? You see him on maybe the medium that exposes him most, which is
TV.
With TV.
Yeah.
Right? Did you know he was an AP ambassador?
I had no idea.
Right?
No.
And what does that say to you? Like put business hat on. Like AP's probably paying him a ton of money.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, that's on AP, right? They're not using the different channels to promote that, or it's an interesting.
right? It's weird to me. I always have a problem with with just putting a face on a item and then thinking it'll sell. I don't think it will. But I would love to see AP release a piece of content with John Legend. If they invested real money into making a beautiful video about him, maybe, right? That could be very interesting. And connecting, of course, the watches into the life. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
But just putting, John Legend, like, wearing an AP, it doesn't do it for me. From a marketing point of view, I think it's lazy marketing.
No, you're right. It is lazy. And I think, quite frankly, that you can believe John Legend and AP, that like the lifestyle of who he is.
Yep.
Wearing AP
Yep.
all the time.
Yep.
Makes sense.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I believe it more than Clooney and Omega.
Oh, of course.
To me, that feels artificial. It feels
100%.
fake.
I think that you're right. AP is on in having chosen
Yes.
John Legend.
Yes.
But I would beg of them, that they figure out a way
Develop the story.
100%.
Yeah.
I put you put the money into it.
Right.
Now put the work into
Right.
it. I really think that's important. That's a great insight.
For the sake of this argument of this episode, being that he's only going to stay with AP,
Yep.
what do you recommend? What are the recommendations?
I think this, for starters. This is AP's Open Work Royal Oak.
Mm-hmm.
It's an off-putting watch in many ways because it's very, very aggressive and it has. But if you really look at it, this is kind of a height of horological engineering. Look at the finishing of the bridges, or kind of what has replaced the dial and main plate. Look at this. Look at the work there. This is basically the top of a line AP.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's the classic case.
Yes.
But it has this really different
Yes.
dial. Obviously, it's open work. You only see movement. I think it's remarkable.
This is what Hublot aspires to be,
But isn't.
but it's not.
Yeah, you're so right. Hublot is, tries to be, big, right? But if you don't have like the backbone to back it up, it falls flat.
Yeah.
You're right. This doesn't. Would I wear it? No. Right? But this is a baller watch.
Yeah, it's a beautiful watch.
That's it. Daniel, thank you so much for coming on Liquor
you,
Run.
man. Got
Thank
it.
you all for watching. Happy Friday. Be sure to watch our dedicated video to the Royal Oak. Learn why really it is so important to the watch industry. That's it.
Cheers. Salud.
His collection is definitely Royal Oak heavy. I said you can make a remark
Okay.
like which is.
Because I heard that, I said, Rolly didn't respond. He's not going to say it.
That's very good.
His collection is definitely Royal Oak heavy.